With Nvidia releasing the new RTX 300 series and AMD announcing that at the end of October 2020 they will be releasing new GPUs as well, the question comes to mind in regards to gaming, whether one should spend money on a 4K monitor, how to get maximum results out of your monitor, and is 4K gaming just a fad? Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Honest Straightforward Reviews. I'll be looking today at 4K gaming versus 2K gaming. I will be specifically looking at whether 4K gaming makes any difference to what you would experience, or is it just a placebo effect. There has been a lot of research done on this matter. From a commonsensical point of view, it is obvious that the more distance you have from the screen, the less resolution you would be able to see. That is, if you had a 4K display of 27 inches and you were seated about a feet away, then chances are you can't tell the difference between a 4K and a 2K display. If you had a 34-inch, you would need to be at about 2 feet. For most gamers, they use a 27-inch monitor. You would need to be playing the game literally stuck on your screen to be able to tell the difference between 4K and 2K gaming. On top of that, the researchers told the participant of the research that the 2K monitor was a 4K monitor and the 4K monitor was a 2K monitor. What they found out was that the participants were reporting that they could see improvement in the 2K display over the 4K, which is impossible. The distance in this experiment was restricted to a distance where the participants can't get too close to the screen. This is a method that most researchers used and is called a placebo effect. Another problem that most gamers experience is motion sickness or seasickness, where when you spend too much time gaming, you get a massive headache. These headaches could be reduced with higher frame rates. 144 and above is recommended. The higher, the better. The reason for this is being that the human eye is looking at a normal environment. They don't actually see pictures, and their eye is constantly focusing in and out at different objects that are near and far. Any movie or game that you see is just pictures in front of you that get refreshed at a rate that makes it look like it's moving. So a 144 hertz refresh rate, the picture is being changed 144 times in 1 second. I have seen monitors that go up to 320 hertz. So to avoid getting motion sickness and being able to game longer, two main things play into effect. Number one, obviously the refresh rate. Number two is taking a break for gaming. I can personally tell you that I cannot game on anything below 100 hertz or 100 frame rates. I immediately experience motion sickness. I stop playing the game. And what I would like to add is that I do not experience any motion sickness in any part of my life. I've been on long, arduous boat journeys without suffering any motion sickness whatsoever. I've never experienced it apart from when I'm gaming. The reason one needs to take breaks every 15 minutes is because the human eye under normal circumstances focuses on multiple objects near and far. However, this stops when you are focused on a screen which there's no depth to it, and what happens to your eye is you stop blinking normally and you reduce your blinks because you're focusing so much on one area, which causes your eye to dry, leaving people with weakened eyesight and dry eyes. You would argue then spend a little bit more and get a graphic card that can do 4K gaming at 144 hertz. That would be a very valid point, although a very expensive one, because right now 4K monitors are at 144 hertz are really at an impossible price. Not to mention that you would be spending a large amount of your cash on a GPU that can sustain those sort of frame rates, because these days mostly your GPU is the bottleneck. If you are like most people and sit at a comfortable distance of about 1.5 feet away from a 27-inch monitor, then even though having a 4K display with a higher frame rate would not benefit you, because your eyes would not be able to tell the difference between a 2K and a 4K display. The way that I would recommend to game and to get the best bang out of your buck is to invest in a high refresh rate 2K monitor, add a very decent GPU, and have the settings of the game to the highest possible with the highest refresh rate as well. So the refresh rate should be your primary concern and the highest settings secondary. Other than that, you should not bother about 4K. The reason being is when you game at 4K, a lot of people have to reduce all the settings down. You have good resolution, but you don't have any detail to your resolution. So it's kind of redundant. What I would recommend is not to do that. Some people do that. They reduce the resolution right down, play 4K and get like maybe 60 or 70 hertz frame rates, and they're happy with that kind of gaming. I would personally push up the refresh rate as a primary thing up to 144 or more, and then have the settings as high as possible without having dips on the refresh rate. Oh, and don't forget to take those breaks. If you can't take a break every 15 minutes, take one every 30 minutes. If you can't take one every 30 minutes, take one every hour. But the longer the period of gaming, the longer your break needs to be. For an hour of gaming, 15 minutes of break. For a 15-minute gaming period, 5-minute break would be nice as well. That would play good. But the shorter amount and quicker breaks, it'll be better. It is therefore my argument and opinion that 4K and soon to be 8K gaming are just fabs by the commercial mass capitalistic industries just to get you to waste your money on a product that you wouldn't get the most benefit out of. You will find a lot of articles that are biased in this way and would recommend that 4K gaming is absolutely the best. The same articles in about 2 years would tell you that 8K gaming is absolutely the best. Stop wasting your money and destroying your eyesight. Get a 2K monitor with a higher refresh rate and a good GPU to be able to enjoy your games. Okay guys, that's basically the end. I hope you guys enjoyed my personal view on this matter. Please let me know in the comments what you think, whether you agree or disagree, or whether this has helped you. I hope you have a great day and take good care.